الحمد لله كما هو أهله والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وخاتم النبيين أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين. إلهي عظم البلاء وبرح الخفاء وانكشف الغطاء وانقطع الرجاء وضاقت الأرض ومنعت السماء وانتهى المستعان وإليك المشتكى وعليك المعول في الشدة والرخاء. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد أولي الأمر الذين فرضت علينا طاعتهم وعرفتنا بذلك منزلتهم ففرج عنا بحقهم فرجا عاجلا قريبا كلمح البصر يا الله أكبر يا محمد يا ولي يا علي يا محمد يا محمد يا ولي يا علي يا محمد اكفياني وإنكما كافيان وانصراني فإنكما ناصران يا مولانا يا صاحب الزمان الغوث 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 أدركني 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 الصاع 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 العجل 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 يا أرحم الراحمين بحق محمد وآله الطاهرين. الله تبارك وتعالى في كتابه المجيد وفرقانه الحميد وقوله الحق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. سلام. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us the best advice. This is the fruit of your life. You are successful in this life if you get the light of taqwa, if you get the nur of taqwa. فَلْتَنْظُرُ نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدٍ. O mu'min, O Muslim, look to yourself what you have prepared for tomorrow. As you heard too much about Jannah, what is Jannah? Jannah is the result of your actions. It is the result of your amal. You are one who is making your Jannah here. You are the one who is making that based water, the Hawz-e Kauthar. This fasting you are making for yourself, Hawz Kausar. And when person, man, woman, they are protecting themselves from the sin, they are making for themselves Jannah. So this Jannah is here. This Jannah is here in this world, in the shape of your a'mal, but it will be on the day of judgment in real way. You will enter, you will serve. There is the same thing which we are discussing. فَلْتَنْظُرُ نَفْسُ مَا قَدَّمَتْ. What you have prepared, what you have done. So it means we are preparing for ourselves Jannah. It is our amal. This fasting is preparing for yourself the food of Jannah. But if one person he is not fasting, it means he is not preparing for himself the fruit of Jannah. And the person who is on the Sirat al-Mustaqim in this life, it means here is the full Sirat. If you are on the Sirat al-Mustaqim, you can pass very easily from full Sirat. Because you were in this world on the Sirat al-Mustaqim. But if we are sometime on the Sirat al-Mustaqim and sometime we are away from the Sirat al-Mustaqim, the same thing will happen on the day of judgment. Because this dunya is batin and qiyamah akhirah is zahir. These all is secret. But on the day of judgment, these all will be open. وَوَجْدُوا مَا عَمِلُوا حَاضِرًا. Then our all action, we can show our action. Now we are on the Sirat al-Mustaqim in the month of Ramadan. But after the month of Ramadan, we are spending our time to looking TV, to involve ourselves in ghiba. Now we are away from the Sirat al-Mustaqim. What will happen? Do you know what is the distance on the Police Sirat? There is on the Police Sirat, Imam says 7 checkposts. And from one checkpost to another checkpost, it is 700 years distance. So if you are on the Sirat al-Mustaqim in this life, you can go very easily. But for example, I am 1 month on the Sirat al-Mustaqim, then I am 2 months away from the Sirat al-Mustaqim. What will happen? This type of man, when he go on the Police Sirat, he pass little distance, then he will enter Jahannam. There is riwayah, Allah protect all of us. Because this Jahannam and Jannah is here, in this world. Because when we were involved in sin, there is hadith. Many people, they will reach at the Jannah, but 1,000 times they enter in Jahannam, they comes out, they enter in Jahannam, they comes out. This will happen with them. Why? Because they were not strong in this life on the Sirat al-Mustaqim. Sometimes they were on the Sirat al-Mustaqim, then they will enter in sin. When they enter in sin, it means they enter in Jahannam. Sin is a result of Jahannam. There is no fire that Allah prepared for us. We are preparing for ourselves fire. There is the place. But the Jannah, it is بِمَا قَدَّمَتْ أَيْدِيهِمْ. What you have done. فَوَجْدُوا مَا عَمِلُوا حَاضِرًا قُلْ كُلٌّ يَعْمَلُ عَلَى شَاكِلَةٍ. These all things are your activities, your a'mal salihah. So if we want to pass this Police Sirat, then if we have to every time on Sirat al-Mustaqim. But if only month of Ramadan we are busy, and 11th month away from Sirat al-Mustaqim, what is the result? How can we pass? How can we enter? And really, the reward is too much. Sallu ala Nabi. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Prophet, they want to, as we understand what is the value of Jannah. Really, you can't, I can't, we can't compare this word to the word of Jannah. It's very impossible. But these all hadiths, for what? It is, how can we understand what is Jannah? That Imam said it is impossible. In Quran, ayat say, It is impossible that you can understand 100% what is Jannah, because capacity of your brain, your thinking is very limited, and Jannah is unlimited thing. Only the 1%, the lowest level of the Jannah, Imam said, his property, what he possessed, how many kilometers, how many wide, how many in the length of the 1% property in Jannah, it is equal to whole world. Can we imagine what is Jannah? No, it is not possible. But how can we understand? It is as our brain limit. That's why this hadith, to understand us. This is Jannah, this is Jannah. The lust of Jannah is totally different from this world. Ulama says there is no lust in this world. If you think, go philosophical discussion. There is no real lust in this world. There is no real taste in the world. How they prove? Ulama say, for example, when we are drinking, we are getting lust. We are drinking 7-Up or another thing, or the milk, or milkshake, or we are eating ice cream, or we are eating the good food. We are feeling there is good taste. But ulama say no. Because of the hunger, we are feeling the taste. But if there is no hunger, there is no taste. If you are full, the best, delicious dish comes on to you, so no, I am full, I can't eat. Why? It means this is not real taste. It is because of your hunger. It is because of your thirst. So in this world there is no real taste. And look at another aspect of the nikah. The period will come for the boys and the girls. This is the need. This is the hunger. So these are all things which we are thinking, this is the comfortable, this is the taste, this is the lust. In the world, in this world, real, there is no real taste, there is no real lust. Because of some trouble, because of the trouble of hunger, because of the trouble of the sex, because of the trouble of the thirst, we are thinking this is the taste, this is the lust. No, ulama say real taste is in Jannah. So you can't think what is there. The real taste means there is no need. This is our need. For one person, he wants one house. It is his need. So therefore when he gets, he becomes happy. But it is his need, not in his lust, not in taste. One person, he needs car. So when he gets the car, he becomes happy. It is his need. These are all things we need. This is trouble. So when when you get some comfort from one problem, you are getting the lust. But this world is full with the problems. These are the solutions. The nikah is the solution. The good food is the solution for the hunger. These drinking is for the solution, the water, milk, and that. But what is the real taste? What is the real lust? It is this one, you haven't need it. You don't feel hunger, you don't feel thirst, then you drink it and you get the lust. So this type of lust is only in Jannah, not present here. And what is Jahannam? As we reciting dua, Zaqqum, oh my God, protect me. This fruit of Jahannam, Zaqqum. Allah protect all of us. What is Zaqqum? There is no garden for this Zaqqum. There is no farm Allah prepared. There is no mala engines are involved to agriculture this Zaqqum. No, we are sending the Zaqqum. If we abuse someone, this is Zaqqum we send. This our amal will be converted in Zaqqum. When we have done backbiting, this giba, this is Zaqqum. When we hurt someone, this is Zaqqum. When we insult one moment, this is Zaqqum. When husband, he hurts his wife, misbehave with his wife, this is Zaqqum. And if wife misbehave with husband, this is Zaqqum. We are sending the Zaqqum. Do you know what is the Zaqqum? Allah protect all of us. Imam say, in the Jahannami people in the hell, they feel too much hunger. And there is no fruit except Zaqqum. What is the Zaqqum? It is full with the needles. It is full with the needle. And there is no way to eat it. This zakum is not agriculture in Jahannam. This is our agriculture. We are sending this type of zakum. When we are misbehaving any person, when we are giving the trouble any person by our tongue, this is zakum of our amal. This is the result of our amal. This is the shade of our amal. When we abuse someone, when we blame or make tuhmat upon anyone, this is zakum, full with the needle. And there is no way. It is too much hunger. The Jahannami people, they want to eat it. There is no food. There is nothing. No food. And when they eat, their whole throat will be with the bitter. It burns with the bitter. And when go in intestine, it is just like the boiling water. They cry for the water. This zakum will go in their throat. They will cry for the water. And there is no water but hamim. Hamim is the boiling water. And when they want to drink, their lips become in the water. They destroy their lips, their throat, everything burns. So what is the hamim? This is our amal. We are telling them. Jannah, Jahannam is here. If we are not doing good deeds, if we are not protecting ourselves from the sin, this is Jahannam. And if we are obeying the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is Jannah. So this dunya is zahir. This dunya is batin. This dunya is batin. A secret, everything in secret. But in akhirah, everything is open. فَوَجَدُوا مَا عَمِلْنَا. You can saw your amal. How can I saw ma ghiba? I can saw ma ghiba in the shape of the zakum. How can I saw my drinking haram? Drinking wine? How can I saw this amal? So eating the money of others, I will saw this my action by hamim, this boiling water of Jahannam. And how can I saw my fasting? I can saw my fasting in the shape of Kawthar. How the Kawthar? The base water of Jannah. Even the angels came at the time of date. The person who is fasting, they will give him 1 glass of Hawd Kawthar. And in 1 glass of the Hawd Kawthar, there is 100,000 different tastes. It is possible in this world. In 1 glass of water, there is 100,000 different tastes, different lusts. This is our amal. And since you heard about the Hur al-Ain, what is the Hur al-Ain? If you protect your eyes, looking to other wives, looking to other women, this is the result of Hur al-Ain. If you protect your eyes, if you protect your ears from the haram, this is that voice, that beautiful voice you can hear. Even from the trees of the Jannah you can hear the voice. So these all things are our activity. So you want in this life, there is Jannah in your heart. Al-Tanzur, look to yourself, there is Jannah or there is Jahannam. So this Jannah and Jahannam is in this life in our nafs. If our iman is according the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is Jannah. If we are involving every time in ibadah, it means it is Jannah. If you are praying Quran, it is Jannah. If you are busy namaz tahajjud, this is Jannah. And then on the day of judgment you will enter in the Jannah. But if there is no ibadah, there is ma'siyah, there is sin, there is disobedience, this is Jahannamiyah. There is no control under anger. This is the fire of Jahannam. If we are angry every time, this anger, this is fire. This is fire. The jealousy, this is the fire. This is jealousy, the fire of Jahannam. So Jannah and Jahannam Quran says, look to your, watch to your nafs. There is Jannah or Jahannam. فَلْتَنْظُرْ نَفْسِ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدٍ. Oh man, watch to your nafs. What you have prepared for yourself. You prepared Jannah or Jahannam. What you prepared? Sallu ala nabi. Our discussion was on the concentration of the salah. How it is possible that we make concentration, hudur qalb in the salah. How it will be easy for us. The most important things that we have to understand what is the demand of Islam and Iman. This is the demand of Islam and Iman, that you increase your willpower. On the stage that your willpower will control all your organs. Or another way, I can say your soul controls every part of your body. Your eyes will be controlled by your soul. Don't look to haram. Your tongue will be controlled by your soul. Don't say haram. Your ears should be controlled by your soul or willpower. Don't listen haram. Your hands should be controlled by your willpower or the soul. Even your brain. So in the salat, this is the major part of our body. The brain. Allah wants. This is the exercise for the soul. How you make your body strong? By doing exercise, by running, by these all weight lifting. This is the way you are making your body strong. And this holy man, what is the fasting? It is the exercise of how you making your soul strong. How you control all the parts of your body. The soul can govern the every part of your body, because soul is the amana. This is the amana. Inna arzul amana al samawati wal ard. This is the soul that Quran says, qul ar-ruhu bil amr rabbi. This is the amr. This is the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So your every part should be controlled by the soul, by your willpower. So it is important you have to control on your brain. What is the philosophy of the namaz? There are many, and from this is the one important, that you control your whole body, even the inner shaitanic power. These inner shaitanic power means nafs ammara. Nafs ammara is the power which is pulling to us toward the sin. This power should be controlled by your soul, by your willpower. The outer shaitanic power should be controlled by your soul. So this is the exercise, the fasting and the salat. Salat is the best exercise. By doing the perfect salat, you can make your soul very strong. The order to soul. Order, this is the order of soul to the brain. Don't think except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the salat. Sallu ala nabi. Now it takes time. How we can get this stage of the iman, that our whole namaz with concentration. The most important thing which help us to get this stage of the iman, to get this level of the taqwa, it is sabr, patience. Without patience, we can't get this stage. وَاسْتَعِينُوا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلَاةِ. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, sabr and salah. Get the power from patience. If we are patient, then we can make concentration. Now, for example, I start from today, and when I recite, only 5% my salat was in concentration. But be patient. Try again. Now increase. It will increase. Then 10%. Then 20%. Day by day. In the beginning, you feel some trouble. But after the exercise, now you get the lust from the salah. Now you get the taste from the salah. No, you understand the philosophy of the talking with Allah and listening to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is the need? Patience. If the person is patient, then he gets this state of the Iman. But the person is impatient, then he can't get. This one, Quran even say that even in the ilm irfan, the first stage, even Imam Khomeini has written in the hadith of Jihad al-Akbar Nas, the first stage in the ilm irfan is the azm. Azm means the strong willpower. When you make your decision for one good thing, then you will be strong for this. Azm. فَإِذَا أَزَمْتَ فَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ. This is even the ayah, the verse of the Quran. When you are thinking, azam, which word is the base in English for the azm? Will. The same, the will. When we are thinking about good things, is our azamta. When this is our will, tonight I should awake at the time of the namaz al-salat, midnight prayer. This is the trial for this exercise. This is my azm. This is my will. And Quran says, إِذَا أَزَمْتَ فَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ. Then you depend upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't depend upon any worldly power. So this is the beginning of ilm irfan. Ilm irfan is the secret knowledge of Muhammad Ali Muhammad. It will start from azm. And there is no azm without patience. If the person is not patient, he can't go towards. So this is the beginning. This is the first stage. إِذَا عَزَمْتَ فَتَوَكَّلَ عَلَى اللَّهِ. So our will should be strong, very strong. So it means without passion we can't get the fruit of this ibadah, the nur, the light of the ibadah. So we have to be patient. Salu ala Nabi. And actually, time is over. And this is very interesting thing. The person which is not patient, he is the slave of shaitan, and he is the slave of his nafs ammara, and he is the slave of his thousand ambitions. This is the true thing. If the person is not patient, he is the slave of his ambition. For example, he wants money, then he knows this money I can get from this person. If this person is munafiq, kafir, the worst person, but he will be slave of this person. What we say in our language, Urdu, chamchagiri, chaplusi. He will do everything for getting the money. He will be the best chaplus. Allama Iqbal, the great scholar of Pakistan, do you know about this name? He has written many things in Persian, Allama Iqbal. He said, I haven't seen to any donkey that she has doing chaplusi or chamchagiri to another donkey. Have you seen? But what about this man? You are not giving me the exact word for the chaplusi in English. What is the best word for the chaplusi? Huh? Flagrant. So this is the chaplusi. Allah Iqbal, I haven't seen. Then one donkey is doing chaplusi to another donkey. Why this man is doing? What a human being? Because of their ambition. One man, he wants to become minister. He can do everything for getting this post. It means he is a slave. He is not the free man. He is a slave of his ambition, and because of his ambition, he is slave of everyone. Every worst person in the world. He is ready to destroy his honor to get that ambition. Why? Because he is impatient. He is the slave of his ambition. So Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam, for the greatness of the sabr, for the patience, Imam says, Innal hurru hurran ala jamii ahwali. Who is the free man? Who has the freedom? In every manner, in every aspect, who is the free man? Who has the freedom? Imam said, Innal hurru hurran ala jami' ahwalihi innabathu na'ibatu sabar laha. If one person is patient, it means he is free. He has the freedom. He is not slave of any power. But if one person, he is impatient, he is slave of his ambition, he is slave sometime of his inner nafs, inner shaitan, and he is slave of outer shaitan, many shaitan. So this is the person who hasn't a strong willpower, who hasn't patience. And look to the patience, what is the reward? If the one person is patient, what is the reward that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give him on the day of judgment? Then again Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam said, if one person is in trouble, but he is strong, his will is strong, he is not doing to chaplacy to anyone to solve this problem, but tawakkal ala Allah, he depends upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he is patient. Then Imam said, if one person in musibah, in trouble, he is strong, his willpower is strong, and he is patient. Manibtuliya minal mu'minin bibala'in fasabara alayhi kana lahu mislu ajrin alf shaheed. What is his reward? It's amazing hadith. The 1,000 martyrs, his ajr, his reward is equal to 1,000 martyrs. If one person is patient, and if one person is not patient, he is slave of his ambition. What is his ajr? He is worse than donkey. Because the thing which his donkey is not doing, he is doing. There is no value for that guy who's impatient. That's why in this life, it is our duty to be patient. Be patient in every phase. What is the philosophy of salat? What is the philosophy of the fasting? Be patient. There is great reward for those which are patient people. And look to the Imam Hussein's follower on the day of judgment. How they were patient. This is an example for us. Even look to the children of Imam Hussain. Look to the children of Ashab Hussain. How they were patient. Look to the wives of these martyrs. How they were patient. Look to the small girls which were in the tents. How they were patient. Everyone was a patient. It was the night of the Ashura. And Imam Hussain, he wanted to watch their patience. How my followers, they increase the willpower. How my followers, they increase their iman. How their soul is strong. First he went in the tent, in the room of his wife, the mother of Shahzad Ali Akbar, the mother of 18 years young boy. And it is the will of the mother of Ali Akbar. He wants the Mary of Ali Akbar. But this was the time of the martyrdom. And Imam Hussain watched from outside what is going on there. There is mother of Ali Akbar, and she is watching the face of Ali Akbar, because the face of Ali Akbar was look like the face of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And she is saying, Ali Akbar, tomorrow is the time to giving the sacrifice for the Allah, for the love of Allah. Oh my son, look, it is my respect. Look, it is my respect for me if you become martyred for the name of Allah, for the sake of Allah, on the right path to protect humanity and Islam. So that's why, oh my son, don't be lazy tomorrow. Then Ali Akbar said to his mother, oh my mother, inshallah, I want only permission from my father. Inshallah, you will start tomorrow. My blood will come out from my whole body, but I will fast if I will fight against these enemies. Imam Hussain heard these sentences and he said, Shukr Alhamdulillah. And then he again went to the another room. It was the room of Sayyidah Zainab, the sister of Imam Hussain, the daughter of Imam Ali, the daughter of Fatima Zahra. And there was two small children. It was 20 years, this was 12 years or 13 years old. One was Na'am and another was Muhammad. And then Zainab started talking with them. Listen, my father is Ali and it is your grandfather. Tomorrow is the day of fighting with the enemies of Allah. Don't be lazy for tomorrow. And these two small young boys, they said to his mother, don't be worried about it. Inshallah, our enemies will cry when we attack upon them, but we can't weep and cry for the day of tomorrow. Then again Imam Hussain says, Shukr Alhamdulillah. Now Imam Hussain entered in the third room. It was the room of Rubab. Rubab is the one of wife of Imam Hussain. She had only one son, small son. It was only 6 months old. 6 months old Ali Asghar, and she started weeping. Imam Hussain suddenly entered the room and Imam Hussain asked Rubab, you are weeping? Your son is alive or dead? Imam Hussain asked, maybe from the too much thirst, Ali Asghar become that. Then when Imam Hussain asked Rubab, why you are weeping? Your son is alive? Then she replied, yes, my Mawla, yes, Imam Hussain, my son is alive, but I am weeping because my son is very, very young. It is 6 months old. How can tomorrow I give the sacrifice? And another thing which is more trouble for me, which is great problem for me, as you told me, after your martyrdom, they will capture us and they will chain our chains. They have chained our hands. They chain our hands and they will put us. These army, they will put us on the camel. I am the weeping. Then how can I protect my small baby? Then how can I protect my Ali Asghar? It will go down and it will become shaheed. But I want his shahada on the day of Ashura. Imam Hussain said, don't be hopeless. From the blessing of Allah, inshallah, tomorrow your sacrifice will be accepted more than others. Inshallah, this small baby will be martyred, and this martyrdom will be the great martyrdom. وعليك المعول في الشدة والرخاء. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد أولي الأمر الذين فرضت علينا طاعتهم وأنعمتنا بذلك منزلتهم وفرج عنا بحقهم فرجا عاجلا قريبا كلمح البصر عورا أكرم يا محمد يا علي يا علي يا محمد يا أدركني 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 الساعة 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 الأجل 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 يا أرحم الراحمين بحق محمد وآله الطاهرين صلى الله عليه وسلم آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظروا نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون صلوا على النبي Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying in the Quran Majid to all of us, O mu'mineen, get the nur of taqwa, be a muttaqi person, live here as one muttaqi person. He is living in this world, he is protecting himself from the sin. فَلْتَنْظُرُوا نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدٍ. And look to your nafs, look to yourself, in which condition, in which level of iman your nafs is now present. How can you get the more levels of the iman? فَلْتَنْظُرُوا نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدٍ. O man, look to watch to your nafs, watch yourself, your activities, what you miss and what you gain in this life. Inna Allah khabirun bima ta'amalun, and Allah knows. He knows your every action. He knows your good things and bad things both. We were discussing about the sabr. It's our duty, we watch ourselves, there is patience in our nafs or not. We are patient people, are we impatient? فَلْتَنْظُرُ نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدٍ. Because patience, the sabr, patience is very important thing. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم الصبر من الإيمان كالرأس بمنزلة الرأس من الجسد. This is the iman. If you want to know there is iman in our heart or not, watch to your sabr. Watch how you are patient. Because as-sabr min al-iman, there is sabr, it means there is iman. Why? Prophet says sabr is look like the head of iman. The whole body is another thing, but if you have the sabr, you have the head of the iman. Without the head, body is useless. That's why Prophet used these words. Sabr, without sabr, it means there is no iman. If there is no sabr, there is no patience, we are not sabr, we are not patient people, then it means we are not mu'min. As-sabr min al-iman, this is tashbih. That sabr is the head of iman. If you haven't the head of the iman, it means you are not mu'min. If I haven't the head of the iman, it means I am not mu'min. So sabr, how it is important. But we lose our sabr, we lose our patience for what? Because we become the slave of our ambitions. Man, he becomes slave of his nafs ammara, his inner shaitan. That's why he loses his sabr. This is the reason. Now ambitions, there is good sentence from Ayatullah Dastaghaib. He said, if you want to know the value of the man, even the man, he wants to know his value, what is his value. Then he said one sentence, the value of man depends upon the ambitions of the man. What is our ambition? Because our value depends upon our ambition. This is very best sentence to know what is your value, what is my value in the front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the front of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. What is our value? What your ambitions? If your ambitions are good, if your ambitions are related to akhirah, if your ambitions belongs with the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which means your ambition depends upon the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and these ambitions are not ordinary ambitions. These ambitions are not only about the stomach, and not only about the body, but your ambitions which are related to your soul. Then it means you are higher. When your ambitions are high, you are higher. When your ambitions are lower, then you are lower person. Your personality is low. Your nafs is low. It means our value depends upon ambition. Sallu ala Nabi. Also Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam say, Al-mar'u yatiru bihimmatih. The person, the man can fly is his ambition should be high. If their ambition is not high, it means he is himself not high. So now we have to watch our ambition, because these are our ambitions. That's why we are losing our patience. If our ambitions are all ambitions related to material things and the things which will be destroyed, it means that our value is low, very low. That Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam, he said about this person that his ambitions are all related for his stomach. He wants good food, he wants to drink good things, only his thinking is about his stomach. Or another way, his ambition is only related to his body. Imam Ali said this person's value is nothing. In the Islam, in the front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is no value of this type of a person. And Imam used very, very hard word for this type of a man. His ambition is only related to the body. Body will destroy, it means his ambition will be destroyed, everything will be destroyed. But if his ambition related to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it means he will live forever. Look, ambitions, your ambitions, if your ambitions, my ambitions are related to this world, it means that person, he is dead before his death. This is the philosophical sentence. If your or my ambitions are only related to this world, it means this type of people, they are dead before their death. How? Because the ambition is the grave for them. They can't go out of that grave. This is a real thing. That ambition is the grave. For those people, the grave is in this world. They can't think about akhirah. They can't think about Jannah. They can't think about the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are in the grave of their ambition. They can't think that what is the importance of the names of Allah and their life, and how the tajalli asma, how the life of the names of Allah will reveal on the heart of women. They can't think about these things. Impossible for them. They think about the irfan, they think about the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They want to go high level, more higher than angels. No, impossible for these type of people, which are dead before they are dead because of their ambitions. Their ambitions are the grave for them. They can't understand what is the love of the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? What is the lust in the concentration of the salat? What is the lust and taste in the namaz, the tahajjud, in the salat, midnight prayer? They can't think about it. They are not prepared. Why? Because they are in the grave in this life. What is the grave? Their ambitions are the grave. So, the value of man will be proved from his ambitions. And there is another more interested point. What is the pleasure in this life? What is the pain in this life? Everyone, he wants pleasure. Everyone the happy life. And what is the secret? How can we get the happy life in this world and akhirah? رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً. This is what the Quran. Oh my God, give me happy life in this world and also life after here. What is philosophy? How it is possible for the man that he will be happy here and also after he? Sallu ala Nabi. So the point is this. It also depends upon our ambition. The pleasure and the pain. Sometimes you are pleasure, you are happy, and sometimes I am in the pain. Why? What is the philosophy? It is depends upon his ambition. For example, one guy, his ambition is come in USA. When he will reach here, he gets happiness. Because it depends upon his ambition. But one guy who wants to run away from this country, he wants to go to another peaceful country. There is no sin, there is no dance, there is no drinking, there is no sin, there is no night club, there is no the woman without the hijab. He wants the one place there is no sin, that all surrounding is Islamic. For example, today in Iran, many doctors, American doctors, now they are working in Mashhad. I know one doctor, Panjwani, and they are getting only $300 per month. Do you know how many doctors are getting here? They are American citizens, and they are very happy. There are many doctors, Dr. Anand Ali, another doctor, he is working in Tehran. They both are American citizenship. Do you know how many doctors are getting here? You all know. In 1 year, how many? And there, they are getting only $300 per month. It means 3,000 or 4,000 per year. But here they can get easily more than 70,000, more than 80,000. But they are happy there. Why? Because their ambition is lived in a spiritually country. In the country where there is no sin, their daughters, their children are protected from the bad environment. That's why they are happy there. And there are 1,000 Irani doctors, they want to come here. Every time they ask how it is possible, we want to go in Europe, we want to go to America. Why? It depends upon their ambitions. So the pleasure and the pain, it depends upon your and my ambition. What is my ambition? If my ambition is one thing, when I get it, I feel happy. And when my ambition is another thing, when I get different, then I feel, and when I lose it, I feel the pain. So that's why it is very important for every man and woman. Please, before your ambitions, watch your ambitions, that your ambitions are correct, your ambitions are according the rules of Islam, your ambitions are according the rules of Sharia. If your ambitions are according the rules of Quran, and in your ambitions there is the thing which is for God, that you are happy in this life and also life after here. Depends upon your ambition. What is your ambition? Because when man, he is thinking there is some disturbance on my ambition, then it is trouble for him. If someone is hitting on his ambition, he is thinking he is hitting to me. Because it is my ambition, it is my goal. When it is getting, he becomes happy. When he loses, he becomes painful. It is painful for him. it is sad, it is sorrow for him. So this all things depend upon the ambition. Now look, what is the ambition? If his ambition is this world, his all ambition is related to this world. He wants big car, he wants big bungalow, he wants big business, he wants these all things which are related to this world. There is no ambition for Akhirat. His all ambition related to this world which will destroy one day and he will die one day. So when that date will come, when he saw the date, what is the date? Fil Arabi al-Maut, what is the Maut? Philosophical, the definition of the Maut, when you will separate it from your beloved, from those you like them too much. And when you separate it from those things, it is Maut for you, it is death for you. So here, the person, his ambition is only the worldly thing. So when he saw Malak al-Maut, this angel, so it is death for him. Why? Because now this Malak al-Maut, he wants separate from him these all things that he liked. He loved them. He spent whole life to get them. But today, the day came, then Malak al-Maut, he wants to put him away, take him away from these all things. So that's why this is death for this man. But one person, he wants only Akhirah. He wants only the love of Allah. He wants the love of Prophet. He wants to see the nur and light of the face of Imam Hussain. He wants to see meet with Imam Ali. When Malak al-Maut, when he saw the Malak al-Maut, it is not the death for him, but it is the meeting. It is the day of meeting for him with his beloved, with his those personalities he loved. So this is the philosophy of the Shahada. Why the martyr people, they are alive? Because their ambitions are related to Akhirah. Day after here, so they are alive. And what we are dead because our all ambitions are in this world. So that's why we are dead. If we change our ambition to Akhirah, then it is a meeting. It is our goal. When the person, he reached near goal, this is real life. But when person, he go away from his goal and he didn't achieve that goal, this is death for him. So when the person who is moment and his goal is Akhirah, his goal is to meet with Imam Ali, his goal is to meet and saw the lightened face of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when he saw the Malak al-Maut, this is his goal. That's why there is no pain in death for they die. But the person, his goal is this world. When he saw Malak al-Maut, it is death for him. That's why there is one hadith. Mata ala hubbi ala Muhammad mata shahida. Prophet says, if you become dead in the love of Ahl Bayt, in the love of Muhammad wa alihi, you are martyred. Why? Because you are now going to near to your goal. So this ambition, these are the problems, all our problems created by ourselves. When we are thinking we are in problem, we are in trouble, these all troubles related to our ambitions. So be careful. Make your ambitions strong. And your and my ambitions should be related to Akhirah, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because if you are making your ambition with this world will be destroyed. Your ambition will be destroyed, this is death for you. But if your ambition are attained with Muhammad wa ali Muhammad, with Akhirah, and these your ambitions are related to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it means you are also forever. Now there is no death for you. You will alive forever. So we are coming on the point of the Salu ala Nabi. This was the philosophical discussion. Now we are coming on the ikhlas. The sabr, what is the sabr? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said there are the three kinds of sabr. First sabr is a sabr alal masa'id. If you are in trouble, you have the trouble, worldly trouble, trouble of money, or your children died, or your wife died, or your father died, this type of things. This is musibah. Al-sabru ala masa'id, musibah. This is the easy sabr. This is the easy patience. If you lose your children, if you lose your father, as you lose your money, if you go in the jail for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the sake of Islam, this type of all things which are related to the painful for the body or your brain. This sabr, if you do sabr, how much reward Allah will give you? The Prophet said, if the person be patient on these all problems which are related to this world, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will increase his level, his personal level, his iman's level 300 times high. And one level, from one level to second level, how much higher distance? Prophet say, from one level to another level is higher, is sky is higher than earth. This is the level of the iman you can get. If you be a patient, 300 level, you be patient on the problems which are in the world. If you don't be, if you become impatient, what is the result? Nothing. You saw the trouble and no reward. If you lose your children and you are crying and weeping and this type of thing, then you are not patient, what you can achieve? Nothing. Problem will not solve, but you lose your reward. And there is musibah, as-sabru al-wajibah for some of us. There is one thing wajib, for example, jihad, war against the enemies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, war against the enemies of humanity. Those people, they just like type of the Hitler and the Saddam, those want to destroy the humanity. War against this type of people is the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wajib. Jihad, war, holy war, against this type of criminal people, it is wajib. Be patient in the war. You want or not, you have to go and fight against this type of enemies of humanity, enemies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Means as-sabru ala al-wajibat. All obligatories which are wajibat, you have to perform. For example, to pay khums. For some people it is trouble. Be patient and pay. Fasting, for some people it is difficult, but to fast and be patient. This type of all things which are wajibat. For example, salatul fajr, the morning prayer, for some people it is trouble, but be patient. This is the second type of the sabr. And Prophet say, if you are patient, all wajibat, all obligatories, all worships, then you get the 600 levels of the iman. 600 levels of the iman, Allah will increase your levels. And then third is the highest level of the patience. If there is sin in front of you, and it is easy for you to perform it, it is easy for you to do it, sin is ready for you, but you are protecting yourself for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the sake of Muhammad for the sake of iman. Sin, yes, it is ready. It's easy for you to perform sin, but now you are patient. Patience against sin, it increase your 900 levels of iman, and from one level to another level, the distance is more higher than the distance between earth and sky. Prophet say here the distance from one level to another level is from earth up to Arsh. No one knows where is the Arsh. Arsh is the highest place. The Quran says highest angels are there. This is the first level, are those which are protecting themselves against the sin. They are patient in the front of the sin. Their level is 900 and only from 1 to 2nd, this is the level. Because you can't count. Quran doesn't say in Surah Zumr, إِنَّمَا يُوَفَّى الصَّابِرُونَ أَجْرَهُمْ بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. We will give the reward to them which are patient without counting. Nobody can count the reward. This is the simple. Now I am giving you one simple story. This is a story about one student. He was a religious student in Kashan. Kashan is the city near Qum. And before the Qum, the Islamic University or the Hosar was in Kashan. He was the one student, Indian student. He came in Kashan. It's about the story about the 100 in this century, not too much old. In this century, this thing happened. So this guy, religious student, he came from India to learn the religious study in Kashan. Kashan was the big city, and there were many ulamas and many scholars, but he was very poor. So what happened? And he was also handsome boy and young boy. He came here. What happened? One woman, she was not good woman, bad woman. She invited him to ask some questions about religion and this type of thing. Then she offered him to do sin. And he said, no, it's not possible. We are in the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In this ayah, say, wattaqullah. When you saw the sin, don't forget, inna Allah khabirum bima ta'malun, that Allah knows our all actions. We are in the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't think about the sin. This student advised her, but she was under control of shaitan. She said, no, you to do sin, otherwise I will cry. I will tell the people that you want to attack upon me, this type of things. He was in trouble. He said, give me some time. I want to go in toilet. This student, he went in toilet. What he has done for the sake of Allah, how can he protect himself from the sin? How can he run away? Because now he is just like in jail. She was saying, if you are not doing sin, I will cry. Then you will be hanged here if you attack upon me. I told the people. So he is in very, very difficult position. So what he think about, how can I protect myself? He went in toilet and all dirty things in toilet he saw, he put on his clothes. And when he come out, that woman saw him, say, get out from my house, you are dirty. And the bad smelling was coming. And he was the very poor man. Only one dress he belonged. That was the time of Isha. Also we were discussing about the gray at the time. It was only one dress for him. And it was very cold. It was the temperature there, minus sometime 10, minus 12. There was no heating system, there was not this type of comfortable life. And he went, he washed in bathroom his clothes. And look and think about the minus 11 or 10, about the centigrade temperature. And then there was no clothes. Those clothes he washed and he wear it. And he was shivering. When his friend saw him, what you done it? You will be done. This is too much cold. He said, what can I do? There is no dress. What happened with you? He told his story, whole story to him. He recited namaz, salatul isha, night prayer, and he sleep, and it takes too much strong fear, and he died. He became dead in the morning. No one knows except one what happened with him. So the people came and they gave him the bath, the ghusl. When they gave him ghusl, when the water touched his body, the best smelling coming out is the perfume. And all people, they ran towards his body. What's this? We haven't seen. This man is angel or what? As they give the ghusl to him, as the water touched with his body, because he resists with that bad smell for only to protect him, say for the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So So what happened? All his water become just like a perfume. All city people, they came and they prayed for him, and only his friend know what's with him. And when they buried him in the grave, after many months, this smell was continued. That's why if you go in Kashan and ask from the ulama, they will show you the grave of that person even today. This is the occasion, well known. Even today, the many of people, they know. This is not old story. It is very new. So why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him this reward in this world? There are countless rewards for him in Akhirah. But this is reward for him in this life, because he become patient against two things. He become patient against the sin, and he becomes stronger. And another patience was against in the front of wajibat. It was the time of salah. That's why he washed his clothes. It was the time of salah. That's why in that -10 and -9 centigrade degree, he washed those clothes and he wear and he starts reciting the praise salah. Why? Because it was what? How he was patient. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him the Jannah. And this is the sign of Jannah. That the smell of the Jannah, the person, they can smell 1,000 miles away if they are. They can smell the base smell of the Jannah. That Allah showed in this world the people, look, this person, he become patient against the sin. And Quran also say, إِنَّمَا يُوَفَّى الصَّابِرُونَ أَجْرَهُمْ بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. There is countless reward. So inshallah, pray every night after iftar, pray during the fasting, and also in the sahri, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the sabr, tawfiq of sabr. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the iman, and our ambitions should be related to the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Our ambition should be related to the akhirah. Parwardigar, Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us and forgive our sin, forgive and give us the tawfiq of repentance, tawbah, and solve the problems of the all Muslims which are suffering.